I'm hoping that you have the pages. I don't trust myself anymore what I sent to you. We should be on page Sadi Gimel. Do you have that page? Sadi Gimel, Sadi Dalid, Sadi Hay.
Okay. Yeah, Sadi Gimel I have.
Okay, let's look at it. And let's see what we can do with it. So, let's see, we started here. Okay, so it says Tikkun Rachel, right? So we're getting right into the nitty-gritty. Rachel Yivcha, Yivake. What's the right word? I don't know. I'm looking for my pencil. Here it is. He says, he says, Yivake al Churban al Harigas Tzadikim al Shrefes HaTorah. So he says, the number Vav, he says, L'kavin al-B'lechein. Sar shetelech v'teishev etzel la-Pesach. So now it's probably what the Shulchan Aruch pretty much says. Set next to the door, Samuch el mezuzah. Shul sod hashkina Pesach elyon. He says the Shekhinah is the upper opening. It's the opening to the next world. V'tasech ha-mena'alecha v'teishev yachav. So take off your shoes, sit barefoot. Oh, he says, V'se'atev roshecha, so you shall wrap your head. Not sure exactly how you do that, but that's what he says. V'se'atev roshecha, ka'avel, like a person who's mourning. V'sir becha b'bechia k'ficha b'ko'achecha, and you should cry as much as you can, or try to get to it. V'tikach efer mikla, so you should take some ashes. V'tasim al mitzcha, and put them on your forehead, b'makom manachas tefillim, in the same place that you put your tefillin. Gam de Kavanot Roshcha b'techabek b'nech b'karka mamish, and so also you should. What does he say? You should takov Roshcha. I guess bend down your head b'techabek b'nech b'karka, and cause your head to your face or your head to hit the floor. The panech of your face on the floor mamish. B'tekabek b'zecha b'chal sreifes haTorah shenaasa efer, that became ashes. So that's the idea there. If you get into it. So let's read just a little bit here on the light print. On page Tzadi Gimel, it says, you should do that at the opening, the door to the house, O Pesach HaChader, or Pesach, the room, b'smuch l'mezuzah, next to the mezuzah. So Mekeva Pesach HaBabacha Meramazach HaShkina, because it's a really reference, Shehi B'Sod Pesach. Kamosha Amra B'Zohir Da'aliyah Ne'emer Zer HaSharla Hashem. Da'alecha, excuse me, on it, that's what it says. Let's go on to the next light print on number Zion. So number Zion says, it says, one second. It says, Yisnage b'minhage avelus dahinach sheyaseh mil'ala v'yashev yachav kashem she'avel asa b'ne'ilas asandel b'chein ya'atav rosha ka'avel k'lavur b'shulchan aruch. He says, and he said the yesh al ha'avel his atev rosha b'suder, so should put some kind of a cloth or linen, something over around your head. B'levad einov, not counting his eyes. V'chein ha-Ramah kosev sham she'ein noagim ke'mayam, but we don't do that today, says the Ramah. Mekom makom kosvach ha-poskim sham she'yesh la'avel linhog ba'atifa katzaz. You should do something like that. So what is that? V'hu she'yimshach kovo, so he pulled down his hat, something, or maybe his yarmulke, you mean l'matach al-mitzchol l'fnei einov, before his eyes, before it reaches his eyes. So you should do the same thing at Tikkun Rachel, he says. And cry as much as you can, according to your ability. Then the last one is number Ches. We'll go back and look at the notes that he has down below. Number Ches, it says, Yikach mikla, so you should take mikla, the haina. What is mikla? He said the haina afer, afer, sreifa. This is burnt ashes, or ashes come from burning. V'yasem al mitzcha, put it on his forehead, but makom manachas tefillin, place to puts his tefillin. V'kavin as rosho ad yikov, and cover over his head. Ad sheyigira b'panav ala karka, until, I guess he means v'yakov, he should bend his head, his head until his head actually reaches the karka mamish. V'kavan shaha efer hu keneged sreif satorah shenifrasach b'naasasach of the efer. So let's go over here. We have a couple of notes here. We could pick them up. The first note is number Zion. So number Zion is down below. And number Zion says, V'tashiv etzel lepesa sama lemezuzah. Kosef chidua, what's he write over there? In Bircha Yosef, he says, Sha'al pi Kabbalah, and the yashiv of the karka mamish, you shouldn't sit on the floor itself, just mamish on the floor. Of the yapse beta the ben karka, like put something in between yourself and the karka. Some kind of garment, so whatever that means, I'm not sure. Maybe you have a carpet or a little rug you can put down underneath, or a mat of some sort. Because there's a curse in the land. And the kali are actually cling to it, are stuck onto it. And so there's a judgment over there. He says, even if you have a carpet over your floor, something like that, whether or not you have to, if that's considered to be a hepsik. When in that mutar came the yashiv, then you can sit on the karka. Because of ben Ishchai, he writes like the tov. It says that tov. What is he saying? He says tov. 1 second. Tov shebe'es amiras tikkun Rachel yihya pesach achadach betuach. Leave the door of the room open. Im ein sham kriras, if it's not because you're going to get cold. Because Bisfarman, it writes like this: so he's sitting amongst other people. There's no way to be by himself, I guess he means. And he doesn't want other people to sense what he's doing. So that you don't have to do that. So in other words, sitting on the floor, put ashes on your head and bowing down into the floor like that, that would be in a group, that would be kind of strange. And you could do the whole Seder of the Tikkun Rachel without all of this. So we saw a lot of people who actually do this. We call makom tov she change your place a little bit. Change your place a little bit. I see we're really out of time. I guess we're out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this would probably Halavai should have a decent fast and should be a kapara for everybody. And so I guess on the next time that we meet, we're going to go back to the Sifra Ditzniuta. I might keep doing this on the side, but that's it. Okay. Call Tuv, Rabbi. See you, God willing, after.